Today's a real slow day so far. We've already sold something like 1,100 trees, just shy of 1,100 trees, you know, within 5 or 6. And the majority of our trees have already been sold.
Oh, the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
We still have a good chunk of them left here, although we are almost completely out of the really tall ones. But that's par with the course. If you remember all of the stands that we had sitting over here at the beginning, we're almost completely sold out of the stands. So we ended up having to move this guy out here. And what that is it's a kind of the reverse oriented drill press that we use to drill a hole in the trees for the bottom of the tree for the stand. And the reason why we had to put it out there is none of us can seem to drill a straight hole with a hand drill, and so it has to be perfectly straight for those stands to sit upright. And so we had to go ahead and move that outside because the tall trees would catch and hang up on the tent. So that's what happened there. At one point we had several huge piles over here of trees in the stocked area, and it's almost completely empty now. We got just a few trees left here, and just 11 days left until we're done with Christmas trees over here. We're almost completely done with our flocking. We're not going to do any more custom orders because of the weather coming up. It won't dry in time to make customers happy. We almost have all of the trees in here out of here. There's only 2 trees in here that aren't sold. The rest are waiting on pickup. And this guy, it's the one that gets used. We're gonna have to clean her up. I'm gonna flock just a few more trees to sell in case people come by and they want a flock tree. Just a few more, and then we're gonna clean it all up and put it away. But that gives you a little update as to what's been going on over here, and letting you know we're getting really close to being wrapped up. We're only supposed to sell something like 150, 160 more trees the rest of the season. No, 250, 260 trees the rest of the time. So we're almost completely done. So it's been tiring. A lot of work, a lot of long hours, especially when we were bringing the trees in, having to unload the trucks. And we kept getting the deliveries at like 7 in the morning, and then we'd open at 9 and close at 9. On the weekends we were closing at 10 p.m. So I was pretty much running from 6 till 11 o'clock pretty much every weekend. And that's a lot of the reason why you haven't seen much from us. And then we had some camera trouble too. So now that it's slowing down, I thought I'd be able to talk to you a little bit more about it. Trees is kind of a little slower pace than pumpkins. Although I felt like pumpkins, when we were really busy, it was almost easier to manage the lot than having to have labor constraints when it was slow. And trees being a little slower and having a lot less labor allowed made it so that trees has been a lot more hectic. I purposely kept the labor down, and I did a lot of the tree humping myself, like helping the customers and everything, just because I wanted to make sure that we would get our bonus based on our labor rate. So I went ahead, and I'm under labor right now, which is good, so I can actually have the staff that I need here when it's slow. And then the last week, I'm just basically gonna have Catalina and I and 3 other people for the whole week. So open from 9 to 9. And then on Christmas Eve, we close at 4. So that's where we stand, and it's been fun in some ways, and it's been tiring in others. I have mixed feelings about it, and whether I think it's worth it or not, it's gonna all depend a lot on what the bonus ends up looking like, where we end up in gross sales, and how we do this last couple of weeks. So still, it's been a better experience than doing the beet harvest for sure, and better than Amazon. We'll give you full reviews on both the pumpkin patch and doing the Christmas tree lot later on when we're all wrapped up.
Let's put some water.
Yeah.
Let's water the tree first before plucking it.
Yes.
And okay, let's start. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Maybe if you turn it like this.
Behind you?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna block a little bit the tree. Let's make it snow. Let's make it snowy, right?
Yes.
I say snowy.
Definitely.
Getting white. Here guys, that's the tree that I just flocked. It looks beautiful.
Here this morning we had the entire tent structure come crashing down because the water got in there and bent it all up. So this is one of the problems you can end up having. Sorry if it's a little shaky, this video today. We had to send out the gimbal because, as you saw in the last video, the gimbal started having Parkinson's. So we had to send it out and have it work done on it or whatever. They may be replacing it. I don't know what's going to go on yet. We sent it out a couple of days ago and I haven't heard anything on it yet because it's probably not there. Our Christmas tree lot is completely a mud puddle today. It rained really hard last night and we had multiple issues. I got trees that the wind knocked over here. I gotta pick these up again. We already had picked up stuff inside the tent back here. We had trees that were flocked that fell over. None of the ones that were already sold fell over, so that was a good thing. But looks like the trees keep wanting to fall over here. Yeah, that kind of ruined it. I don't think we're gonna be able to sell this now. Oh well. I unplugged everything just because I don't really like electricity mixed with water, so it's a good mess over here. Hopefully we don't have any more big problems. It's supposed to stop raining here soon, but it's still raining as we speak right now. I'm gonna go and pick up these Christmas trees and then I'm gonna get this camera back out of the rain, and there you go. some of the problems that you might have to deal with if you do this kind of a work camping gig. But we're taking the tent back down over here, and I'm turning this camera off and getting it out of the rain. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story.
Make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck.
Peace, guys.
Peace and love.
Without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you.